Have you noticed that there's no remake in Gen 5? And as of yet, of Gen 5? But yet, there's no remakes of Gen 7. But Gen 7 has a remake of Gen 1. What if I told you? I think I figured it out. I think I know why remakes have come out when they have. Find out why. What's up, YouTube? I'm Don Undead. What do you want to call me? And, yeah. Yeah. Uh, I've noticed that there's a specific pattern of remakes and when they come out. Barring... I'm kind of excluding the Gen 1 remakes because there's so many of them. And really, they probably didn't think about this to begin with. They probably didn't even think about this at all, and I'm just talking out my butt. However, it's an interesting thing. Obviously, we have a remake of Gen 1 and Gen 3, Gen 2 and Gen 4, Gen 3 and Gen 6, and then we have the remakes Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee in Generation 8. And then we have Gen 4 remakes in Generation 8. Remakes is, yeah. And then we have a prequel, Legends of Arceus, of Gen 4 in Gen 8. And now we're getting a prequel, maybe, sequel, prequel. It hasn't been decided yet. But judging off of everything that we know so far, which isn't much, it's a Legends game, ZA. So, I'm assuming it's prequel. If it's a sequel, the math kind of fits differently. But in Generation 9. So I've done some math here. You're probably thinking, what? Math? Why? Because, like I said, there's no remakes in or of Gen 5 yet. There's no remakes of Generation 7 yet. But, like I said, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are in Gen 7. But they're Gen 1. Wait. Are they? Or are they Gen 8? I might. So... And if they are Gen 8, then... that just kind of makes my theory a little bit stronger. No, yeah, they're Gen 7, okay. But still. Yeah. And both of them are basically odd numbers. And with Gen 3, there's only the Gen 1 remake, which... Fire Red Leaf Green, which is basically reimagining. So, what I did for Generation 4 Sinnoh-based games, I took, and I did this for basically every single one of them. How many times can I evenly divide or multiply to get a number? Gen 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. We got Gen 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Obviously. Gen 4. Generation 6. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Add those numbers up. The Gen 4, the next Gen 4 remake, or the next remake, based off of the Gen 4 math, was Generation 6. In Generation 6. Now, Gen 6, same thing. Because, like I said, Gen 3 remakes are in Gen 6. Now, as for Gen 6, I did the same thing. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2. That adds up to 8. There's a couple of remakes, plus Legends Arceus in Generation 8. So, Gen 8, 8 divided by 2 is 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So, that totals up to 6, and Gen 9 is getting a prequel. Or sequel. But either way, it's a technical remake of Generation 6. So, that begs the question, what's next? Well, if you look at Gen 9, there's nothing much there. I mean, you can only divide 9 by 3, and you get 3. So there might be could there be a Gen 3 remake? Or something? But probably not. So there's probably not going to be much in after this, after Gen 9. Gen 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 5. Divided by 2. And then 10 divided by 2. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Add those 2 up. It's 7. I'm just letting that sink in for a second. Because it just clicked in my head too. I was like, wait. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. You add those two together, it's 7. Gen 7. In Gen 10. So then, what about Gen 5? When are we getting a Unova remake or Legends? It can't be 11. So it's like 12? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 6. No. Divided by 6 is 2. Huh. This is a live realization. I even wrote it all down too, so I could pull this up. Let me just add the scene real quick. Window capture. So now begs the question. Also disregard my tabs in there. So, okay, you can still see that. So it begs the question. What's next? Based on the math, maybe Generation 7 is next. Gen 7 remake. So Sun and Moon remake or Legends? We've gotten sequels. for Gen 5 and Gen 7. Black and White 2, Ultra Sun and Moon, so Generation 12. That's a long time to go without anything. So, I feel... What do you think? Is this viable? And what do you think is next? Because if I do Gen 9, 3 times 3, 9 obviously. 3. Yeah, so 10, 11, 12. So that's not right. So we're already getting prequel. So we're done. Gen 10. Obviously 5 is what? 10 divided by 2 is 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 7. Gen 12. 10 divided by 12 is 6. Or 12 divided by 2 is 6. I don't know. This one, it gets a little funky, but based off of this alone is interesting. So what do you think is next? Are we just bypassing Gen 5 for a while until we can get to a point? Or will it be something else? Something completely different? Will we actually get Gen 5? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And this was just a little off-the-cuff theory. Oh, did my webcam freeze? Yeah, it did. Okay, enjoy me making a dumb face. Anyway, yeah, it's just off the cuff, a little random theory that I thought was interesting. There's a pattern. It's there. Just gotta crack it. Just gotta figure out what's coming up. When's coming up what? What's coming up when? Rather. Anyway, if you enjoyed this stupid little review, or not review, theory, don't forget to beat the like button, slap the sub button, drop a comment down below, and share it with your friends. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Peace.